Welcome back, everybody, to another
Wood Stove Wednesday.
It's been a long time. So Wood Stove Wednesday is just us talking about a certain topic or topics that we want to discuss with you guys. And it's basically just us having a little conversation. Pretty much one-sided, but anyways, it is what it is. So we've made a decision on the property out there.
We did.
And it was a tough decision because there's so much potential out there. But there's also a lot of potential here. And we've talked to family members, her mom and dad.
We've talked to people who lived in the area.
People have reached out to us that lived in the area, so thank you guys for that.
We really appreciate that.
Talked to some people that lived in Juneau. Yeah, so it was a tough decision, but, we're not going to just beat around the bush and hold you captive forever. The decision is...
We decided not to do it.
We're staying here.
It was a really hard decision. Steve had some property that came up, and he said, why don't you guys come out here and look at it? And I will admit that when we stepped off on that island, it was... Or I guess it's not an island, is it? It's on the mainland.
No, it's on the mainland.
Yeah.
But there's no road to it, so it's kind of like an island because you can only get there by boat.
Yeah. It was a magical place, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's got its own little mini cove. I mean, it's beautiful.
And the couple that had it before, you can tell just absolutely put their blood, sweat, and tears into this place. And unfortunately, it didn't go as planned. And the gentleman's wife passed away. And
yeah, they had to...
I felt for them.
Yeah.
I really did. I mean, I know how much we work on this place and how much you can tell they worked on their place.
Yeah.
And I really kind of just wanted to complete his dream, him and his wife's dream,
I mean, we talked it over. We were like, we'll do the garden up real nice. We were going to make a little memorial for his wife, but it
was hard. It was really hard. We really crunched numbers, and
I thought about how bad my back felt.
Well, for us, I think it was, we always kind of told everybody that if you're going to do this, don't do it to where you get over your head.
I think we'd have been over our head.
We would have been.
Because we own this place outright, and we would have had to have gone and got a mortgage for that place, and we didn't want to do that.
Because just if something devastating were to happen, let's say we got hurt out there and whatever, and we were to lose something like that, I mean, we would have just lost everything that we've been working towards for the last 7 years.
Then we would have definitely been starting over if we didn't have a place to live. So
yeah. Even though I would have loved to have continued their dream, that doesn't mean somebody else can't, though.
Yeah, I mean, it was just out of our price range, but I'm sure somebody who has a little bit more than we do can jump into that thing fine.
And it's a beautiful place. It's magical, to be honest with you.
The remote properties right now are...
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, what we could get for our place right now is...
3 times?
3 times what we paid for it. So,
so let's be honest with you. Alaskan off-grid real estate has boomed in the last 2 years. What was affordable to most people is now...
almost out of reach.
Yeah. It's amazing what has gone on in Alaska. And I think it's because of COVID. I think people were like, let's get the heck out of here. You know? Why not go to a remote place where it's just you and you don't get COVID? I mean, Brian and I haven't got it, since it came up.
But we only go to town and get groceries and come back. So.
Yeah. So, people are like, raise your hand if you have never had COVID. But, even though it was disappointing, then I sat and I looked around what we've accomplished.
What we've put into this place over the last 7 years.
And, I think sometimes we forget that we're really blessed.
Yeah.
You know,
And we've got, I mean, her mom and dad are in Juneau, which is just a hop, skip, and a jump away. If we were to move over there, that's a 2-hour boat ride to get back to Juneau, whereas right now it's only an hour, so or 40 minutes. So it was a lot to think about.
It was. It was hard.
Yeah. And we've got friends here, so we would have been basically just starting over with an unfinished cabin, which ours isn't finished either, but it's further along than that one. And the garden needed to be totally gone through again, and it was going to be a huge undertaking. I think we would have been up to the challenge, but it all came down to dollars and cents, and we just didn't have the dollars and cents. But we do have a huge surprise coming up, and that is...
We do?
I think so. Here's our surprise.
Oh.
And so, I don't know how to...
So this is all, you know, we have grand plans. We've always had grand
We've
plans.
always had an original plan, and we've even talked about it on the video, in our videos.
Yeah.
And so we're just going to bump our grand plan up a few years, and we're going to get a larger boat.
Yes. You know, we just, you know, it takes so long to accomplish, you know, what we want in such a short amount of time in the summertime. It's taken us a little longer, obviously, than what we thought.
Once we got the tractor, things started going along a lot faster.
Definitely. You know, and our original plan was to someday, you know, when we were finished with this, you know, and we were more established and, you know, or maybe some people on the island were willing to kind of help us out with the farm that we have in the future out here, that, you know, we wanted to buy a bigger boat, and we wanted to travel up and down Southeast Alaska in the summertime and just hit all these amazing communities that we had never seen and what they had to offer there. And we wanted to take you guys along with us.
So yes, and so that's the other potential for the land that we're not getting now, was it would give us so much more content, and this here I think will give us just as much if it goes over well. If it doesn't go over well, we're still going to do it. We may just start another channel. That's to be decided, but our goal is just to, like, once or twice a month, set sail to one of these small, you know, villages that are on the inside passage. That's what they call the area that we live on. And just go over there, find interesting people, talk to them, show you the community, show you what the place is like, what the shopping's like, and everything. And for me, I think it'd be cool to reach out, talk to some of the local people, because a lot of these have a large native, like a Tlingit or Haida population. So if there would be a way for us to get in contact with some of the native, like totem carvers, or
yeah,
like some of the dance teams that are out there, I think that would be really cool to capture that and bring to, you know, a larger audience than just what the cruise ships come and get to see.
Yeah.
Which is probably a bigger audience than what we can, or what we'll have out there. But anyways, that's our game plan, is to just on once or twice a month go set sail, go to Sitka or Juneau or Gustavus, Excursion Inlet, and
well, there's so many that we just have to look into.
Well, because we've got friends in Prince of Wales, we've got, you know, people that we've never met, but through YouTube we talk to. We've got friends in Ketchikan, Wrangell. So I mean, there's just so many opportunities for us to get out there and meet some of the people that follow us and see their lifestyle and see what they're doing. I think that would be interesting.
It would.
So let us know what you think, if that's something you think you'd be interested in. It wouldn't replace our typical homesteading Sunday videos, but I think it would just be like a Friday video or something.
Well, you know, it's like kind of us taking a vacation, and then you guys can come with us.
Yeah, because honestly, we have just been like nose to the grindstone for 7 years. We went to my son's wedding and that was about it.
And then otherwise, we've been doing this constantly. I feel like we've just kind of missed out on a lot of opportunities, to see Southeast Alaska, and we haven't because we've just, grind here because we have such a short amount of time. So
the unfortunate thing is gas prices are high right now. So
so what is the surprise? The surprise was
we're gonna get a bigger boat, not huge. We're looking at a 25-foot Stabicraft.
This has been my husband's dream for a very long time, by the way.
So listen, don't hate on me for being not buying a U.S. made product, but I think Stabicraft is probably the most Alaska boat, even though it's made in New Zealand, because New Zealand waters are super rough, and if you watch any of the Stabicraft videos, you see it. But this boat has pontoons around it, and they're all chambered, so even if you puncture a pontoon, they've completely submerged and filled the inside of one of these boats. Well, they do it for every model just to test it out. But even if the boat is completely submerged with water, because of the buoyancy of the pontoons, it stays afloat. Whether it's right side up or upside down, it stays afloat. So it's not unflippable, but Titanic-wise, it's unsinkable.
Hopefully.
So anyways, that's what we're looking at. We're looking at a 25-foot boat. It's got a small little galley. We've talked about whether to keep the galley or not keep a galley. The other thing that we've talked about in the future is eventually we wanted to get a boat that had a V-berth, so we could, when we had, 10 years from now or whatever, when we needed to go to town and stay, we could have a place to sleep in the boat. And so that's what we're looking at.
It'll be a nice surprise if it comes through. So
If it comes through. I mean, I've been talking with a dealer in Kenai because they are a Stabicraft dealership, and we'll see. Hey, listen, email Stabicraft. Tell them that you've got some people that you like, and that they've got that's us. We've got a really cool idea, and that they have an ambassador program. And I just reached out to them, so maybe if some of y'all reached out to them and just said, hey man, send them an email, be like, y'all need to sponsor these fools. I'm not asking for a boat for free, but, maybe a at cost boat, I don't know, something. Something, because we get a lot of comments like, you guys are rich. No, I'm retired military and live on a retired military enlisted guy's paycheck. So by far not rich, but we just try to make our money stretch.
Yeah, we just, like you said, we tried to not ever get in over our heads. So
yeah,
we just wanted to, one of our dreams, we wanted to just start a little early so we could go on vacation and then you guys could go with us, and Raven had to, of course, say hi.
Well, to be honest, I think this is the first Wood Stove Wednesday we've done without Gunner. So it's a big change.
Yeah, that was a rough one on us for sure this winter.
Yeah.
It was very sad.
Yeah.
And he was my husband's faithful companion.
Don't kick the camera, silly goose. Anyways, so that's the big news. That's also the big surprise. So hopefully next year sometime we will have a new boat.
Yeah.
And some new adventures we can take you guys on with us. And we're still going to be chugging away here at the island, but we'll be able to do it with our friends. And we've got another huge surprise coming up. My mom's coming up
in a couple weeks.
In a couple weeks. And then right after my mom leaves, I don't know if he's keeping it a secret, but anyways, we've got another YouTuber from California who's got the same sawmill that I have, and he's going to come up and hang out with us for 2 weeks, and we're going to put the sawmill together, and
I'm going to pick his brain for
he's a huge gardener too.
Yeah, huge garden, which, by the way, My garden has just exploded this summer. Thank God we have sun. I guess
It's a double-edged sword.
it is. It's
Sun
like,
means no rain, and we're still hurting for water, but July and basically from July on is our rainiest season. So I think this month we're going to start getting rain, and we'll, in a month and a half from now, we'll be like, can we get some sunshine?
somebody said, why would you leave your community in this area? And it's so true because, when we were struggling for water,
The community helped out. They reached out and said, come get it.
Ron and Pam said, we have this awesome natural spring here, and it's never empty. Please come and pump all the water you want. And we wouldn't have had that there. So Thank you to Ron and Pam for saving our booty holes.
The other thing about that property is Icy Straits is a rougher passage of water. And it would just been more of a nightmare to get stuff on and off of a boat when the seas are rough. And, if you're having to catch a ferry to come and do like a quarterly or a 6-month Costco run, it would just be a lot more difficult than what we're doing here now.
We had a lot of comments that said, don't forget you guys are getting older.
We are getting older. There's no doubt about
I
that.
guess that's really true because, it would have been rough doing that at 65, 70, which is our plan to stay out here.
Yeah, we plan on staying out here as long as possible because, and that's the other thing is when we got over there and we got back, that is a beautiful piece of property, but we've been here 7 years. This feels like home to us.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to take some vacations on the weekends and bring you guys with us. So that was our plan.
That's the big plan. That's the big news. So hopefully it works out. Who knows? Maybe the boat deal falls through. But reach out to Stablecraft. Tell them about us.
Or who knows? Maybe somebody in Alaska knows the Stablecraft that's for sale. That's in our price range. Reach out to us.
Even Washington.
Yes.
We'll put that thing on the barge and send it up.
Absolutely.
So, is there anything else that we want to talk about? Oh man, I can't wait. Ron's coming up.
Nope.
Listen, I didn't say his last name and I didn't say his channel. Ron's coming up in a couple weeks and we're going to get busy. Oh, the other good news is, hopefully this happens, Ron won't be able to partake in the fishing because it's for subsistence. But I've got I'm taking like 3 or 4 cameras when we go fish at Sweetheart Creek, and that's where you're just like fishing right alongside the bears. So I hope that we can do that when Rod's here, because I think he would get a kick out of it, because you typically don't see 1,000-pound brown bears up close and personal, but they're interested in fishing, not you, so it's not too terribly dangerous. But anyways, so we're going fishing. We're doing the wood, the sawmill. We got a lot, and it's fishing season. This month is when the coho should start showing up. So we're going full into catching all of our stuff, and we're going to do some canning, and we're going to do some cook recipes. We just caught a halibut. My wife cooked the halibut, and I said, "Did you cook the halibut yet?" She said, "I just finished." And I said, "We should have. We were going to film that."
It was really nice. Our halibut right from the ocean, and every piece of our vegetable was right from the garden. So
that's so nice.
It felt really good.
Yeah. So we'll do some of our favorite halibut recipes, some of our favorite salmon recipes. So hey, just stay tuned. We've got a lot coming up this summer, and we're just getting started. So anyways, thank you guys for watching.
Thanks
Hopefully
for
we didn't disappoint, man. I know a lot of people were like, "Get that property." And I so wanted to.
$400,000. We just could not do it. A lot of people were like, "How much?
How much was it? It was $400,000.
Too rich for our blood, but not rich for some people. Too rich for some people. So,
but I mean, like this place could sell for close to that. Where we bought it for a regular house.
Less than a regular house.
Yeah, less than a regular house. So man,
yeah, we're lucky that
we'll see. Maybe there's another 2008 housing bubble getting ready to happen.
Don't see that.
If that happens, maybe we will go get that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Well, our decision's been made. We were getting a bigger boat, and we're gonna stay put, have fun with our friends and family, and go fishing.
Yeah.
Oh, and then her brother-in-law and dad, we're gonna do a couple fishing trips in next month. Mm-hmm. So that should be fun too. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. We always appreciate your support. And listen, if there's anything you want us to know or to talk about, if you want us to know,
leave a comment below.
There you go. Hit the thumbs up button. All right.
Thank you.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.